How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Xrp had Community Day yesterday, and they have some big announcements. They're also talking about the $20 trillion digital asset market opportunity and a huge partnership that could bring a lot of business to Xrp, to Ripple, actually. So I want to go through that. Also talk about the event that's happening in a few hours that will be probably what drives the markets for the next couple weeks. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so that you can see future videos just like this. If you want to hit the bell notification, you can see right when I post videos. Also, if you want to trade, there are links underneath the video to BTCC and to BitUniX. BTCC has a 10% bonus on first-time deposits, lower trading fees, and has no KYC or no VPN at the time of this recording. Also, BitUniX, no KYC, no VPN there. I've been hearing such great things. I had to start trading on this platform, and so far I've really liked it. They also have a bit of a bonus going on right now too. They have up to 5,500 USDT worth of newbie benefits waiting for you. And if you want to join the Patreon, see kind of what we're doing, ask myself or Joe questions. Joe has a YouTube channel of his own now, and he's been buying crypto for over 10 years. We just did a Q&A yesterday, and I don't remember if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, but we opened up some more spots, and so far, 40% of the new spots are already taken up. So if you want to join this, you can check it out underneath the video while there are spots open. Now, earlier today, Bank of Canada cut rates by 25 basis points to 3%, as expected. They also announced the end to quantitative tightening. They're going to start quantitative easing in March. So they're going to start expanding their balance sheet. This gives the market more liquidity. This makes people turn more risk on with their investments. Now, what's really going to be important is if Jerome Powell does this. Bank of Canada, not as influential as the US. And we have the FOMC meeting later today. In just a few hours, we'll know what Jerome Powell and the Fed are thinking about. In my opinion, if I had to take a wild guess, I'm going to say that they're not quite done with quantitative tightening, but they're talking about being done with it, and they're also talking about when quantitative easing will start. I'm guessing that's the next step for them, but that will change the sentiment moving forward that we are moving in a time of higher liquidity. The rates will continue to come down, although maybe not quite as aggressive as people thought maybe a few months ago, because a few months ago the market was projecting 4 rate cuts this year. Now we're projecting 2. So it'll be fascinating to watch. We are seeing USDT being printed as well. We have 1 billion USDT printed at the Tether Treasury. I saw 250 million in USDC printed on Solana yesterday. So money is flowing into crypto. It goes into stables and then gets deployed into different digital assets. Now, speaking of digital assets, we had Xrp Ripple Day, their Community Day yesterday. Quack says today is Xrp Ripple Day. Xrp Community Day, a full day of Ripple's top leaders and contributors. And a lot of you have asked, why am I so hyped? Let's talk about it. The XRP ledger is getting upgraded. Are we looking at Xrpl 2.0? I don't want to say this is 2.0. I don't want to speak for Ripple, but the stars are aligning for 2025, and I think it's going to change everything. Here's why. First of all, programmability is coming. This means that people will be able to build anything that they want, all on XRP ledger. JP Morgan on the blockchain, or a whole airline with blockchain-powered ticketing, air miles, payments, all possible. But tech is just part of the story. The other part is regulation. There's no way bigger institutions are coming unless there are clear operating rules. And during the bear market, Ripple hoovered up licenses all around the world. Here are some quick stats. 70 billion in payment volume. 90 plus markets, 60 plus licenses globally, but that's not all. Brad Garlinghouse today shared he's speaking directly with Trump. Ondo Finance are bringing tokenized treasuries to Xrpl, which we'll talk about here in a second. And the US government is pushing for legal clarity. This means we're finally getting a chain institutions are comfortable with, but there's a missing piece. Who's going to build all of this? The answer is developers, and they're coming in mass. We're diving deeper. We're driving developer adoption with ISA app. Never heard of this? Easy A app. Getting them to build on the XRP ledger, launching at our Ripple's Easy A hackathons. But the real fun is where all this comes together. I believe this is Quack's company here. That's this Easy A app. He says the ability to build anything on the XRP ledger, plus institutions, plus legal clarity, plus builders. I could go on and on about RWA, AMM, DeFi, interop, etc. All I need to say is this is why it feels like overall we're getting a version of 2.0 and why it feels like this is pure gold. Institutions can build, developers can build, and it's all composable. We're going to have a Cambrian explosion of activity. There's so much more we're working on. Foundations that will tie all together seamlessly. More to come on all those soon. But for now, I've never been more excited. Okay, someone that's building on XRPL, super excited, saying that this is easier than ever to build on and that big things are happening. And he brought up Ondo. Ondo Finance just announced yesterday as well that they're bringing OUSG, an institutional grade product backed by tokenized U.S. Treasuries and BlackRock's Build Fund, representing a natural fit for blockchain purpose built on institutional adoption. So diving into this a little bit more, this is deployed on XRPL. You can read more about this on Ondo Finance, but just to clarify what this means that Ondo is going to let people invest in U.S. government bonds, which are safe and low risk, and they're going to make it available on XRPL, a special type of blockchain, obviously, that's super cheap and easy to use. This means that big companies like banks can buy and sell this investment anytime they want, not just during stock market hours, but they can do it easily and safely all the time. So, for example, maybe they have some opportunity in Asia that they want to invest in, and it's a weird time of day. They can get access to liquidity. Maybe there's some kind of trade and they want to take profits and put in treasuries, and they just don't want to wait until the morning. Maybe they're losing 12 hours, which sounds like not that big a deal, but maybe you can imagine with large sums of money, this could add up if they're doing this consistently and losing 12 hours a day and then redeploying the capital and then losing 12 hours a day and then redeploying the capital. They could be getting a yield on this. So they can use something like XRPL to be able to invest in OUSG. So this is pretty fascinating. And they've talked too about their $20 trillion opportunity. There are a lot of banks that want in on crypto. Let's just play this for you. This is the second largest custodian on Wall Street.
Digital assets and a framework, a regulatory framework for that would be very helpful. With crypto, the key issue for banks has been, are they able to custody it? Up till now, they haven't been able to, given the way the accounting rules have been applied. But to the extent to which that changes, I mean, that's then something we'd be interested in custody.
So they want to custody crypto. They want to use stablecoins. So really what I'm thinking is they want to be able to hold Bitcoin for clients. They also want to be able to use stablecoins to make quicker payments and get better liquidity. Ripple recently published this, Unlock the $20 trillion digital asset opportunity. Institutional adoption of digital assets is approaching an inflection point, with up to 10% of all assets expected to be tokenized and represented on public and private blockchains by 2030. Ripple provides mission-critical software infrastructure enabling financial institutions to gain a competitive advantage by securely building and scaling new business models in the digital asset economy. So this is exactly what we're talking about here. This is a huge opportunity, and they have one of the most well-known stablecoins now. I mean, not that there is a ton of AUM on it yet, at least from what we can tell, but it's growing and they have a lot of connections. So this could be a massive industry for them. Obviously, there are banks and governments looking into how to approach a stablecoin industry, and Ripple has deep ties in with a lot of the banks and a lot of, and politicians in general. They've spent a lot of money to have that kind of positioning. So let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. I think it's pretty obvious. Ripple is a very divisive crypto, or XRP is a very divisive crypto. Some people love it, some people hate it. Either way, it seems like a decent diversification play in your portfolio because there are so many people that feel so strongly about it. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Again, if you want to trade XRP, there are links underneath the video to BTCC and to BitUnix. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know how big a deal you think this is, and were you impressed by Community Day? Let me know down below in the comment section.